Raising your vibration isn't a one-time breakthrough. It's a choice you make every single day. It's not about chasing a spiritual high. It's about mastering your energy so it doesn't just rise. It stays elevated no matter what life throws at you. Let's get this clear. You're not here to avoid human emotions or live in constant bliss. That's not real life. But what is real is your ability to observe your inner state, redirect your energy, and consciously choose alignment. That's how you build what mystic philosopher P.D. Ouspensky called the magnetic center, an inner compass that keeps your vibration steady while the world sways. So how do you do that? Let's break it down. First, you need to understand the 4 vibrational anchors. 1. Thought quality. 2. Emotional tone. 3. Present moment awareness. And 4. Internal coherence. Your thoughts shape how you see the world. They're like the blueprint of your vibration. But it's not about always thinking positive. It's about thinking consciously. As Ernest Holmes taught, life is a mirror. Your dominant thoughts are reflected back to you through people, experiences, and patterns. So ask, is my inner dialogue lifting me or pulling me back into the past? Your emotions are next. It's not about denying sadness or fear. It's about not letting them drive the car. Feeling is human, but what you sustain becomes your energetic signature. Gratitude, peace, and trust radiate far higher than guilt or resentment. Third, your relationship with the present moment determines your spiritual altitude. The now is the only place where transformation occurs. Stay grounded in this moment, not lost in yesterday or worried about tomorrow. And fourth, coherence. When your thoughts, feelings, and actions align, your frequency becomes magnetic. You stop leaking energy. You become a living tuning fork for clarity and strength. Let's talk about practice. Raising your vibration isn't about a moment. It's a rhythm, and your daily choices are the drumbeat. Here are 7 practices that form the foundation of vibrational mastery. You don't need to be perfect with them, just consistent. Because together, they're not just actions, they're alignment. Now, let's dive into each practice. 1. Wake up with intention. Before the world floods in, give yourself 60 seconds of soul. Breathe. Set your internal tone. Ask, what energy do I want to carry today? When you choose your state, you stop outsourcing your peace. 2. Be mindful of what you consume. Everything you take in, music, media, conversations, even food, carries a frequency. Henry Stapp reminds us, what you focus on, you collapse into form. So ask yourself, does this nourish my field or pollute it? Step 3. Embrace silence and breath. Your breath is your tuning fork. It's the quickest way to recalibrate. 5 minutes of stillness can shift hours of stress. Breathe in presence. Breathe out resistance. Step 4. Speak truth from the heart. Your words either harmonize or disrupt your field. Speak with care, with honesty. As Balthazar Gracian would put it, let your speech be both wise and few. Let your voice become a sacred echo of your soul. Step 5. Move with purpose. Stillness in the body creates stagnation in energy. Move like you're shaking off density, because you are. Stretch, walk, dance. Let motion become medicine. Step 6. Practice gratitude for no reason. Gratitude is not a reward for good times. It's the generator of them. Be thankful for the breath in your lungs, the path beneath your feet, the unseen forces guiding you. When you live in appreciation, you live in resonance. Step 7. Rest to recalibrate. Sleep is vibrational maintenance. It's when your body integrates upgrades and clears energetic clutter. Honor your need for deep rest. Give yourself permission to shut down the noise and let the light in. Think of these 7 practices like tuning a beautiful instrument. If you ignore them, your energy goes out of tune. Life feels discordant, like you're playing a song that doesn't quite land. But when you tend to them, even gently, even imperfectly, you become like a clear bell, resonant, peaceful, magnetic. Each practice brings your soul back into harmony with the universal field. You don't chase energy, you become it. Now let's talk about the hard part, the part no one really warns you about, relapse. The 3 main challenges are with the spiritual ego, collective fear, and resurfacing of old wounds. An example would be old emotional wounds suddenly showing up like they never left. These aren't signs you failed. They're invitations, gateways to deeper healing, proof that your vibration is rising and shaking loose everything that no longer fits. You raise your frequency, and suddenly, memories, grief, and patterns you thought were long gone come back up. That's not regression. That's your nervous system detoxing density. It's your soul saying, we're ready to release this now. This is spiritual friction. What mystic philosopher P.D. Uspensky described as necessary tension. The push and pull required to move from mechanical reaction to conscious evolution. Don't resist it. Witness it. Let's break down these 3 core challenges. Spiritual ego. This one's sneaky. You begin to awaken, feel more clarity, live more intentionally. And without realizing it, you start comparing, judging, separating. You might think you're further along than others, or feel subtly superior for knowing more. But here's the truth. A truly elevated soul doesn't need to stand above anyone. As Ernest Holmes said, the highest spiritual principle is love, not knowledge, not status, just love, humble, inclusive, and without pretense. If you catch yourself posturing or needing to be right, don't shame yourself. Just realign. Remember, the more awakened you become, the softer your presence grows. Next is collective fear. We live in a culture saturated with urgency, fear, scarcity, and competition. The news, the algorithms, the energy in public spaces, it can all feel like emotional static. To vibrate higher in a low-frequency world is to walk as a quiet rebellion. You might feel misunderstood. You might feel alone. But when you stop needing validation, you start embodying liberation. Not because the world agrees with you, but because you're no longer bound by it. Let others stay reactive. You're choosing resonance. Lastly, the challenge of old resurfacing wounds. This is one of the most important signs that your vibration is rising. Your past starts bubbling up. Unfinished grief, unhealed heartbreak, childhood beliefs. All those stored emotional imprints begin surfacing. Why? Because your soul can't ascend with baggage. Higher frequencies flush out what's misaligned. So instead of pushing the pain back down, face it with presence. Let it move through. Let it integrate. Healing doesn't mean forgetting. It means finally letting go of the energy charge that kept you small. These aren't obstacles. They're initiations. When you hold your center through these tests, you become unshakable. Not invulnerable, but deeply anchored in your truth. And that's how you rise, not through bypassing difficulty, but by transmuting it into clarity. This is the path of the true seeker. Embrace the journey and let it transform you. Through each initiation, you grow stronger, and with each challenge, you anchor deeper into your truth. Now, the final frequency shift. Surrender. Here's the paradox of vibrational mastery. You can't force it. You can only allow it. The highest frequency isn't achieved through striving or spiritual effort. It's accessed through surrender. Not giving up, but letting go of control. Letting go of the illusion that you must do it all alone, that you must fix everything, that you must hustle your way into healing. Surrender is the moment you shift from willpower to alignment. You stop gripping reality like a steering wheel, and instead, open your hands to the wisdom of life's rhythm. You begin to notice the subtle shifts in your surroundings, and you start to feel a deeper connection with the world around you. You stop reacting from fear and start responding from presence. You stop pushing against the flow of life and start allowing the deeper intelligence of your soul to take the lead. You begin to trust the process, and you find peace in the present moment. You realize that presence is not just a state of being, but a way of life. You start to see the beauty in the small things, and you appreciate the moments of stillness. You stop rushing and start embracing the flow of life. You find that responding from presence brings a sense of calm and clarity, and you begin to live with a deeper sense of purpose and fulfillment. You begin to see that everything, not just the good stuff, is conspiring to raise your vibration. Think of surrender as entering a river. You can thrash and fight the current, exhausting yourself to stay afloat. Or you can lean back, trust the current, and allow it to carry you downstream to a place you couldn't reach by force. That current is your soul. That river is divine timing. This is what Ernest Holmes meant when he said, "Life is not something to be endured. It is something to be lived in joy, in harmony, in peace." When you surrender, your energy opens. Your vibration rises naturally. You stop resisting the flow, and you become the flow. So if you've been trying hard to be spiritual or stay high vibe, maybe it's time to let go. Let life meet you. Let grace in. Let your spirit do the leading for once. That's not weakness. That's the final strength. That's the vibration that doesn't burn out. That's the one that glows. You've made it this far for a reason. Your soul brought you here to remember. You are not a victim of the energy around you. You are the creator of the energy you emit. Embrace this power and let it guide you. Your journey is just beginning. Continue to nurture your energy and watch your life transform. So choose one of these practices today. Live it, embody it, recalibrate. Because in a world craving truth, your vibration is the revolution. Embrace it daily and watch as everything changes. Your energy influences the world around you. Cultivate positivity and see the ripple effect in your life and others. Thank you for being here. Your presence matters. If this video supported your journey, give it a like, share it with someone who needs it, and subscribe to help this channel grow. To go deeper, watch the next video on your screen now. or check the description for the full playlist. See you in the next video.